Tonight we report on a decision by the Moses Lake City Council to allow the fairgrounds to connect to the city sewer system, and federal agents arrest one person near Moses Lake. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Thanks, Alan. Moses Lake softball opens league play with a win, and the Mariners look to solidify their pitching rotation. Let's take a peek at our Weather Center forecast.
And we're watching a couple of fronts heading our way. The first one Friday night, but before it gets here, we may actually set a record Friday afternoon. Details coming on up.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Grant County can connect the fairgrounds to the Moses Lake sewer system without needing to have the property annexed. The Moses Lake City Council voted 4-3 to change a policy that required the county to allow the fairgrounds to be annexed by the city if it connected to the city sewer system. The change makes an exception for the fairgrounds. The Washington State Department of Health is requiring the county to change how it treats sewage at the fairgrounds. State officials claim the present septic systems are affecting the groundwater in the area. Engineers from Gray and Osborne recommended either connecting to the city's sewer system or building a lagoon near Paxson Drive to treat the sewage. The commissioners support connecting to the sewer system, but previously said their constituents don't want the fairgrounds annexed. The supporters of the change said making the change means the county won't have to build a lagoon near a residential area. The opponents said making an exception allows other governments to make the same request. The Moses Lake High School Mola Hyatts are again national champions, bringing home 1 first place and 2 second place trophies. Reporter Devin Higgins has the details.
The Moses Lake High School Mola Hyatts are now national champions. The school's dance and drill team captured first place in the large dance and pom category and brought home 2 second-place trophies in the large and small team military division at the 2015 USA Dance Nationals in Anaheim, California. Mola Hyatts coach Lori Baker said she's very proud of the team's performance, and even though they fell a little short of their goals, every member gave it their best effort. Moses Lake is among 4 Grant County schools, including Ephrata, Quincy, and Royal, heading to the Yakima Sundome to compete in the WIAA Dance and Drill State Championships this weekend. Baker said the team is using their experience in Anaheim as motivation to bring home a state title. They spent the week fine-tuning their routines and resting up for what she believes will be both an emotional and successful end of the season. The Mola Hyatts are hosting a special preview of their performances tonight at 7 p.m. in the Moses Lake High School Gymnasium. In Moses Lake, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
2 Moses Lake elementary schools were locked down Wednesday morning following a domestic dispute in the neighborhood. Sage Point and Peninsula Elementary Schools went into lockdown at about 9 a.m. following a report of a domestic violence dispute in a nearby residence. Executive Director of Student Services, Dave Balcom, said one of the individuals involved in the alleged dispute was at large in the area. The schools were locked down as a precaution. The lockdown ended at about noon. Moses Lake Police Captain Dave Sands said a 17-year-old male fled a home in the area after reportedly punching a victim in the head. There was indication at one point the suspect may have been armed. Drug Enforcement Administration agents arrested one person Thursday morning near Moses Lake in connection with an ongoing methamphetamine investigation. Federal agents served a search warrant on a property in the 9900 block of Road M.2 Northeast, according to Grant County Sheriff's Office spokesman Kyle Foreman. Officials reportedly found methamphetamine and a large amount of stolen property. The suspect, who has not been identified, was arrested at a separate location near Baseline .5 Road, south of Moses Lake. The Moses Lake Tactical Response Team was on scene during the arrest. The investigation is a joint case with the Drug Enforcement Administration and the Grant County Sheriff's Office Interagency Narcotics Enforcement Team. Officials from Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Homeland Security assisted with the investigation. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
And we'll be back right after this.